Hi everyone, it's Saf Brown. So I wanted to come out and share with you guys my Juliet tomato plant that I am growing on the deck in a 5-gallon bucket. I just want you guys to see how loaded down with tomatoes this plant is. And I think I planted these on, I bought them March 18th, and I added them to the bucket probably a couple days after that, and I used some, like I told you guys, that the product that I use is this brand right here. And I also bought some Nature's Care organic and natural vegetable fruit and flower food. So when I transplanted them in the bucket, I added some of that. I added some bone meal, organic bone meal, and organic blood meal to the soil when I added them to the 5-gallon bucket. And this is what we have today. Today is May 10th, and I mean, they have really taken off. And I just want to share with you guys all of the tomatoes on here. Now, if we look down here, the branches are so heavy with tomatoes that it's laying down on the ground on my deck. And then we have all of these tomatoes. You can see what size the tomato is by the size of my hand. And look at this bunch here. These are awesome. There's a bunch over here. There's a bunch right here. There's flowers even growing up there. It's growing under the deck railing. There's a bunch of flowers here. And even down inside, there's a bunch here. And there's that big bunch right here again. And there is loads of them over here. And there's a bunch of flowers. I mean, this plant has so many tomato flowers on it that is unbelievable. And there's some more in there, and there's some there. But I got the shock when I lifted up this branch right here and I saw all those tomatoes on there. Yep, this plant cost me $2.50 from Home Depot, and it is giving me my money's worth. Again, I'm kind of afraid to stick my hand down in there because I've been having frogs in the bucket. But this is the type of tomato it is. And then this plant right here, I seem to have to water it twice a day because it started to shrivel as if, it was going dry. And I'm in the Atlanta area, so we do get hot temperatures. And look at that. That is so beautiful. And this is all on one limb. All on one limb. there's more right here, separate. So, as you can see, the backyard gardener, she is right. You can grow vegetables and anything in containers if you do not have a garden or a yard to grow things in. Anything will work as long as it has drainage holes, and you water and feed. Like, I've only used the Miracle Grow food once since I've had the plants, and that was on March 18th, more or less March 19th or March 20th, somewhere around there. I've only used it that one time, and they say you should do it every 2 weeks, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't had the need to because it's doing good on its own. So here's another grape tomato, and look at those. Awesome. These little tomatoes are great. There is a lot on this branch, and there's one right here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, which I should let it stay a little bit longer. Look at all those tomatoes down in there. Look at this, all the way out here. This one has lots of flowers as well. It seems like on every branch there is loads of flowers. I mean, there's a whole lot of flowers on this one, so I'll be expecting tomatoes from this plant for a good while to come. Look at those tomatoes. And this other tomato plant that I have is, look at these. I took 2 of these tomatoes off and ate them. Oh my God, you talking about a good snack? I cannot wait until these turn red. Look at these. Look at all these tomatoes. There's another one that's about to turn red. It'll probably be red tomorrow. And here's another grape. I think this is a Juliet. And it's the same way. It bushed out. It has tomatoes all down here. They're all in here. The branches are growing wild, but they all have tomatoes on them. All the branches have tomatoes on them. And there's loads of flowers on them that have not come out yet. And here's one more tomato plant. This is a Roma tomato, and you can see the flowers on this one. There's some on there. There's a baby tomato starting there. But this one has, I think I only saw 3 tomatoes on this one, and they are right there. And you can see the size of this one. There's 3 on there. And I think those are the only 3 so far on this one. But like I said, it has lots of flowers on it too, and some that are just forming. I mean, they are everywhere. I guess it's safe to say I have found the tomatoes that I love to grow. and that seems to be easy enough. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomato plants that has given me literally hundreds of tomatoes. You guys gotta try the Juliet tomato. They even taste nice. Oh my gosh, just look at that. I love to come every time I come out on the deck. I always come out and I look at this bunch right here to see if there's any of them that turn red. But I'm guessing they have a little while to go. I told my coworker about them, and she wants me to sell her green tomatoes. So, nope, I don't think so. Not of these. This is my first year with this type of yield. Being that it's only my second year growing anything, I think I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of my labor this year myself before I branch out and distribute to anyone else. Alrighty. Oh, and let me show you guys this. My bin of zucchini and squash. You guys, it's still crowded in here, but look what I saw today. Oh my God, I was so surprised to see that baby there. And there's one right there. Oh my God, I said I was gonna try and transplant some of them out into either the raised bed or down in the ground. But oh my God, there are fruit growing on it. So I don't think I'm gonna disturb it. I'm gonna just let it go and see what it does. I may look in and see if there's a couple of the plants that aren't doing well. Maybe I can, get rid of them. But oh my God, I was so surprised to see that baby. I'm gonna have to check quite often to see, when the flower opens, so I can make sure that it gets pollinated. Because I don't know if, with it being that crowded, if, the bees and the animals that do the pollination, are doing the job right. So I'm going to try and come out and check as much as I can to help that process along. I have also looked and I saw on my pepper plant little peppers. There's 2 peppers in there, and I'm not sure. I think this little guy right here is gonna get caught in between here. And I was watching another video, and I was wondering why my leaves were curling, and I think someone said it's because the container is retaining moisture. So I'm gonna hold off watering for a day or so and see what happens. And it's also happening with this one. It was happening with this one, but this one has seemed to kind of, grow out a little bit. And it has a lot of flowers opening up on it. So I'm going to hold off watering those 2 for a couple days. And I think it's now time to trellis up my cucumbers, because now I see that they have tendrils. So I gotta get the trellis up on here, because soon they'll be producing some things and I want them to grow for me. Alrighty, you guys, I just wanted to share my tomatoes with you, and how excited I am to see how many tomatoes that I have. So I will talk to you guys on the next video.